Hey, g'day guys, how you going? It's Justin Allen here with my Good Advice channel, here to give you good advice for a better future. Right guys, today I'm talking about, for you guys and for everybody out there, you got to say to yourself, everybody says this in their brain, I wish I could become rich. Well, guess what? How many people out in this world say that? You got to realize that you're not the only one, and if you have your your brain wired to that belief, that's not how you're going to become rich. How can you, how many people out there, how can you become rich if you just keep saying, oh, I wish I could become rich, I wish I could become rich. That's not how you become rich. You got to swap your habits and beliefs and replace them for more positive beliefs and beliefs that have meaning, that can help you towards your goals. And I do that personally myself through watching YouTube videos and listening to audiobooks and reading books. So you have to find catchphrases or quotes that have powerful meaning, and you sort of got to be brainwashing yourself, repeating those again and again, and until they just become normal. So every time you have an outcome in your life, that becomes just the way you think. It's like, oh, this problem, oh, I think of this quotation, this and that. And that's what I believe that's helped me a lot. And a lot of people who don't read books and this and that, they've already adopted beliefs over their whole life, and they've sort of just wired their brains to be stuck with those beliefs. So you've got to, guys, replace those beliefs with other beliefs if you want to have a better chance of achieving success in this world and achieve your goals, achieve being rich. So basically, when you say to yourself, oh, I want to become rich, you'll guess what? How many other people want to become rich? So you got to not think like that. You got to say, how can I become rich? You got to say, what am I willing to do in return? Like for myself, I've learned this through listening to a lot of audiobooks, and now you sort of once you've listened to so many books, that you come above everything. Like before in the beginner, everything was new, but now it's sort of like you're more above the system, you're more advanced, you know a lot more than what you do now. I've even written a book now, so I know a lot now. So basically, you got to say to yourself, like, I wish I could become rich, but that you got to say to yourself, like, that's not how you become rich. You've got to say, what is my plan to become rich? What am I? You got to say, like, if you want to become rich, you got to have a plan in place, like how you're going to become rich. Like, you got to, otherwise you're just drifting. So guys, basically when you say to yourself, like you brainwash yourself to say, oh, I wish I could become rich, I wish I could become rich, you're basically, that's sort of like having no way of setting towards how you're going to achieve this money. You got to realize that just saying to yourself those words is no plan of action. There's no way of achieving that success. So you have to replace that belief with another belief. I believe you need to write in your notes in your phone, or on a get a notepad and pen, or just keep educating yourself on learning, on sitting down and coming up with a plan that suits you. A lot of successful people, even myself, we were at that phase in my life where we didn't know which way to go, which way to plan our life. But eventually you just got to feel what your definite of purpose is, what you believe that you're willing to go all in and push, like at the casino, go all in on something and willing to put up a huge fight. So you got to wire your brain to believe that it will eventually achieve success. And for me, I'm starting up a app and a website. I'm getting it professionally built in Melbourne. It will be out sometime in the middle of this year, hopefully at the end of April. So that's my plan of how I become rich. That's like when I say to myself, I wish I could become rich, I think of my business and what I've done. Like on my phone, I've got it on the home page. I've got it like a picture of what the business logo looks like. So then every time I look at my phone, I've got that envision. I wish I could become rich, but I realize that that's how I'm going to become rich, by helping other people become rich too through my business. So it's got to be a win-win for them and a win-win for you. And I'm trying. My dream is to help other people achieve passive income, and I believe like money is great, but you also want to have time to enjoy it. So you got to, a lot of people out there don't have any passive income, and you got to realize that passive income is a big answer to how to have both time and money. So guys, so basically what I'm saying to you is like, you can't just say, I wish I could become rich, because you got to just say that your life was a boat, and your boat's at the dock, right? And if you say, I wish I could become rich, the boat doesn't know where to go, where to you know, what you need, or you don't know where you're going to set that pirate ship to, you know. It's like telling you, say you're the captain and you're saying, oi, go do this, do that, and they'll be like, what were we doing? You know, you got to have a plan of attack on how you plan on. You can't just wish to become rich. You have to have a plan a plan to achieve it. And most people, that's why they're not rich. They don't do anything that has potential. They don't have a plan, a step-by-step plan in the correct order. You can't just wish to become rich, because everybody out there, how many millions of people are in that boat where they wish that they could become rich, but aren't willing to focus on where they're trying to head, where they're trying to end up in 5 years' time. And you also got to realize, like, success is like it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Because you got to realize, like, a lot of things are like a tree. You got to plant a seed, and then you got to keep feeding it, and then let it grow. And I believe it's that sometimes success, this is what I believe, that success can be like a plane. You got to build it, the plane, put it all together, get the plane all up and running all together. And if you have to, you can't do it yourself, you hire other people to build the plane, build whatever your dream is to become, to create your wealth. And then once it's done, then you got to get it off the ground through advertising, through whatever, and then just keep getting it up and up. And then once you've got it up in the air, it's pretty straightforward. Then you just got to keep it up in the air and keep an eye on it. You don't have to, you know, the hard work's been done. But you got to realize, like, a lot of businesses, like, half the battle is getting the business, you know, up and running, and then the other half is getting it to take off, you know. So you got to realize that that's a part of success. That's why a lot of people, when they start a business, the plane takes off and then it crashes before it gets up into the sky. They've already given up, or they haven't realized that it's not a one-day event. It can be a 5-year event of letting the tree grow and grow and grow and grow. And you got to get one customer and then the next customer, and then it's got to compound and grow and grow and grow. If you're just cutting down the tree before it actually grows big, then you have to start again on something else. You've given up before everything's starting to compound to large numbers. So guys, what I'm trying to say to you, the takeaway from this video is, you can't just keep repeating to yourself, oh, I wish I could become rich, I wish I'd become rich. You got to replace that belief with how you plan to become rich. And if you don't have that plan, you have to keep hunting for that information. Focus your mind on looking for it until you find it. And even if you just write down 10 options on your phone or a notepad, and just keep thinking until you come up with a plan that suits you to go all in, like at the casino, and you're willing to commit to that, give it 100% effort, and hopefully it comes through for you guys. Alright guys, check out my book, it's on Audible. Alright, see ya, bye.
Bye.